Good evening and Merry Christmas. We are so glad that you've joined us here at the Clayton Center tonight. I'd like to welcome you on behalf of the Johnston County Chorus. And my name is Amy King. I'm the director of the Johnston County Chorus. This is my 14th season as director of this wonderful group. Last Christmas, this very same weekend, we were here at the Clayton Center with 60 singers, a live orchestra, children's choir, dancers, and a packed house to present our Christmas show. This year is slightly different, of course, but we've had the blessing of being together virtually this semester and working towards this Christmas concert that we could come into your homes tonight and just share the joy of Christmas through music. So we are so glad that you're here tonight, and we welcome you to our virtual Christmas concert.
Kick things off. Good evening and welcome to the historic Clayton Center in Clayton, North Carolina. My name is Karen Paul and I am excited to be your host tonight as we celebrate the magic of Christmas with your Johnston County Chorus. Thank you for tuning in. So that first video was one of 3 that you'll see tonight as we mix them in with live solos from just a few of our talented singers. The talent that you'll hear tonight has worked really hard to bring you some of your Christmas favorites as well as a few new tunes that may not be too familiar. Tonight you'll also hear me ask you to donate. The Johnston County Chorus is a nonprofit group, and your financial contribution is what makes it possible for us to be here on stage tonight every season. You'll see a link posted on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel, and we ask that you support the arts by giving and by sharing this broadcast with a friend. You can comment on the broadcast tonight. Let us know what you think. We're going to try to give live updates tonight on also if we are meeting our goals on our Give Lively page. Before we even started tonight, we had already raised over $200. Thank you so much to those of you that tuned in early and decided to show your gratitude for music by giving. All right, so now it's time for more music. Our first solo tonight is from one of our newest members. If the opening video didn't put you in the spirit, Jessica's smooth version of the Christmas song is going to warm you right up. Please welcome Jessica Carter.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. And everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season right. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He is loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you, Jessica. What a way to start us off. Now, the man who wrote this next song likely didn't know that his creation was going to be a holiday anthem for generations to come. He also probably didn't imagine that 9-year-old girls that shall go nameless tonight would also want to watch the movie attached to this favorite almost any time of the year outside of December. White Christmas has been a hit for over 65 years, and I bet you can recall a special memory when you hear it. I know I can. I cannot think of a better person to sing this holiday classic than one of our biggest cheerleaders and longtime members, Connie Johnston.
Dreaming of a white Christmas. where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm waiting for Bing Crosby to just kind of step out there in the middle and maybe start to dance. That is one of my favorite movies, which is probably why that nameless 9-year-old likes to watch it so much. If you have attended one of our shows before, you've seen one of Leanne Herman's fabulous cakes in our silent auction. If you haven't, you just wait till another show and try to outbid me. That is just one of her many God-given talents, and I, for one, am glad that she shares at least 2 of her gifts with us. She's joining us with another Christmas classic. We could not truly celebrate the birth of Jesus without hearing "Hark, the Herald Angels Sing."
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Mild he lays his glory by, born that man no more may die, born to raise the sons of earth, born to give men second birth. Veiled in flesh the Godhead see, hail the incarnate deity, pleased as men with men to dwell, Jesus our Emmanuel. Pleased as men with men to dwell,
Yes, yes, yes. All of that and more, yes. Thank you, Leanne. All right, folks, how are you feeling? If you're still feeling a little Scrooge-ish, we're going to pick it up a bit. We're going to get some men on stage, ladies. Hold on to your bathrobes. Jay Francis is our board president, and he also has a direct line to Santa Claus. Now, he's only allowed to sing tonight. Otherwise, he'd tell you to check in with a neighbor right now and ask if they were watching. Right, Jay?
That's
Don't
right.
answer. Then you're not allowed to talk, right? We're just going to sing. He's got to save that bass. Then he'd remind you that we can't do things like this without your help, and to please remember to click the link to our Give Lively fundraising page and donate. So instead of telling you all that, by gosh, by golly, he's been saving his voice to bring you the happy tune, Mistletoe and Holly.
Oh, by gosh, by golly, it's time for mistletoe and holly. Tasty pheasant, Christmas presents, countryside covered with snow. Oh, by gosh, by jingle, it's time for carols and Kris Kringle. Overeating and treating people you don't know. Then comes the big night, trimming the tree with trim. You'll hear voices by starlight, hear the hymn night in. Oh, by gosh, by golly, it's time for mistletoe and holly. Fancy ties and granny's pies, and folks singing a kiss or two as they whisper Merry Christmas to you. Oh, by gosh, by golly, it's time for mistletoe and holly. Fancy ties and granny's pies, and folks stealing a kiss or two as they whisper Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Don Johnston is our first soloist tonight that took his vocal gift seriously and decided to spread joy as a music teacher. He's made a second career in the Johnston County school system in special education, and we're delighted to have him here tonight singing I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day.
I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. As now I thought this day had come, the belfries of all Christendom had rung so long the unbroken song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then peal the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wild shall fail, the good prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. That was beautiful. You know, it's a little different when we don't have a live audience here, when you all aren't sitting here with us, because we hear those cheers and whistles and the occasional cat call, and it makes a big difference to have that energy. And we are bringing it to you anyway, right here, surrounded by less than what the governor says we're allowed to do. Socially distanced apart, and using sign language cheers. So if you are at home and you don't feel like screaming at your computer or your device and you just want to do silent cheer, this is what we're doing here in the audience, right, guys? This is what we've got going on when we hear wonderful, wonderful music. So right now we have another group number coming up for you. So usually our groups are about 50 members. Our group has about 50 members, and we practice on Monday nights in Smithfield. But we had to be a little more creative in how we could still be together, blending our voices while we were apart. So while you celebrate and rejoice with this video, we are going to be right here, clapping, toe tapping, and singing along. I promise. Welcome back. That is one of my favorite songs, and I didn't know anything about it until I joined the Johnston County Chorus. So if you're just joining us, we are the Johnston County Chorus, a small portion of our group, directed by the lovely Amy King, who's on piano tonight. Amy's been our director for over 10 years, and she also directs the music at Nightdale High School and for the Clayton Youth Theater. As someone who is usually helping us sound good, it's a treat to have her on stage. She's going to have some help from some of our favorite musicians who also happen to be in education. Now let's see, one of them's still in school though. Bobby, what grade are you in?
I'm in 11th.
Oh, 11th grade, okay. So Elliot's the one that's already teaching. That must be what it is. Elliot's the one that's our teacher. Bobby Sherrard and Elliot Foster are playing for each of us tonight as we perform on stage, and we are really grateful to have them. Amy is going to be singing Grown Up Christmas List.
I sat upon your knee. I wrote to you a childhood fantasies. Well, I'm all grown up now, but still need help somehow. I'm not a child, but my heart still can dream. So here's my lifelong wish, my grown-up Christmas list, not for myself, but for a world in need. No more lives torn apart, that wars would never start, and time would heal all hearts. Everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. This is my grown-up Christmas list. As children we believed the grandest sight to see was something lovely wrapped beneath our tree. Well, heaven surely knows packages and bows can never heal a hurting human soul. No more lives torn apart, that wars would never start, and time would heal all hearts. Everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. This is my grown-up Christmas list. What is this illusion called the innocence of youth? Maybe only in our blind belief can we ever find the truth. This is my grown-up Christmas list. This is my grown-up
See what I mean? That's why we like it when we can get her from behind the podium. Whew. That's a special one. Holly Heller is also a music teacher. And by now you may think that that is all that's in our group, but that is not true. We have had the pleasure of sharing the stage with some of her students from Four Oaks Elementary in the past, like last year. And boy, do we miss them tonight because they remind us of how it feels and sounds and looks to be young at heart. Tonight she'll be singing I'll Be Home, which reminds us how hard it can be for families to be apart during the holidays. We all know someone that wears a uniform of service, whether that's a healthcare worker, first responder, or a member of the military. May this song bring hope to those that sacrifice time with family in service of others. You will soon be home.
Santa called to make sure I'm prepared. He said winter love is spreading everywhere. Summer came and took off with the spring. So now it's start the Christmas caroling. I'll find my way back home and light up every tree. We will hang our stockings for you and one for me. 'Cause Santa called to make sure I'm prepared. He said, pack your gift bags and tell them you'll be there. I'll be home with my love this Christmas. I promise I'll be home with my loves this Christmas. I promise I'll be home. I'll be home. Santa called to make sure I'm prepared. He said, wrap your gifts with all your love and care. The wind it blows the snow up in the sky, but I won't let the wind delay my flight. I'll be home with my loves this Christmas. I promise I'll be home with my loves this Christmas. I promise I'll be home. I'll be home. I'll be home. I promise I'll be home. I'll be home. I'll be home. Santa called to make sure I'm prepared. He said, pack your bags and tell them you'll be there. I'll be home with my love this Christmas. I promise I'll be home with my love this Christmas. I promise I'll be home. I'll be home. home.
Thank you, Holly. Now you see why we tried to steal the music teachers for our chorus. All right, this next bright light keeps us on our toes. She is our resident dance instructor and a bundle. I don't know that bundle even describes how much energy she has. So now is your time to stand up there at home, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, brushing your teeth for bedtime. I don't know, children, what your curfew is. But find a safe space and get ready to move with Mary Braswell as she performs Run, Run, Rudolph.
Out of all the reindeer, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph, Randolph ain't too far behind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm willing like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to a boy child, what you been longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. And then away went Rudolph, whizzing like a shooting star. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm willing like a merry-go-round. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm willing like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to a girl child, what do you long to get? A little baby doll that can eat, drink, and wet. And then away went Rudolph, shooting like a saber jet. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm willing like a merry-go-round. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm willing like a merry-go-round. Run, run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm willing like a merry-go-round. Run, run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm willing like a merry-go-round.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Mary. Now I need to catch my breath. I don't know about y'all. Have mercy. Shoo. If you're dancing like I was, you might need a minute. So why don't you find yourself a place to sit that's got some Wi-Fi or internet and go to our Give Lively page and let us know how much you appreciate good music by donating. I'll give you a couple of seconds It's fast, it's easy. So we're going to close the show with some beautiful lyrics that remind us what we're celebrating, reminding us of the reason for the season. E.J. Harris has a wonderful tenor voice that we've been fortunate enough to enjoy for many seasons. I've been lucky enough to sing duets with him the last year or two, but his solo tonight does not need anything extra. Take a deep breath and get ready to feel like you are going to glory with Mary Did You Know.
That your baby boy would one day walk on water. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm the storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? And when you kiss your little baby, then you've kissed the face of God. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will speak, the lame will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nation? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is the great I
Thank you, EJ. You know, folks, our group is a melting pot of people in the Wake and Johnston County area. I know you think it's only music teachers, but it's not. All are welcome. All are welcome. We have teachers, accountants, insurance reps, church leaders. The list goes on. Holly Brewer is one of several nurses in our group with a calling to care for others. Humble and modest, she would not have wanted me to say that. Jeffrey Tart, he is a music teacher. We're lucky enough to have another. At Hobton Middle and High School, and adds his gift to our shows any time we ask. Nurses and educators are some of God's special people. It takes a special heart, and we thank all of those who are led to serve our community. Tonight, the two of them, with help from Bobby, Elliott, and Amy, are performing Silent Night.
Oh, holy night.
dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for young
Thank you for your patience. I am going to blame that on anybody but me and the snaps on this dress. How about that? I am excited to be able to sing for you all tonight one last song before our closing video. We are so blessed to have such a group of talent with us that are not physically here tonight, but helped put together the videos that you're going to see, and also to put together this live stream that everybody is watching tonight and will be able to watch in the future. So last year I sang this song, and Mark Stevenson offered to jump right in. He already knew it, and I will never say no to extra music, and it just blew me away. So when I wanted to sing this song for you this year, I asked him, and of course he said yes. So thank you, Mark, for jumping in. We coordinated tonight, if you'll notice. That was totally on purpose. And so now, with his help and everybody else's behind me, we're going to perform A Baby Changes Everything. Teenage girl, much too young, unprepared for what's to come. A baby changes everything. Not a ring on her hand, all her dreams and all her plans. A baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. The man she loves, she's never touched. How will she keep his trust? A baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. And she cries. Oh, she cries. She has to leave, go far away. Heaven knows she can't stay. A baby changes everything. She can feel it's coming soon. There's no place and there's no room. A baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. And she cries. And she cries. Oh, she cries. Shepherds all gather round. Up above, a star shines down. A baby changes everything. A choir of angels sing glory to the newborn King. A baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. Everything, everything, everything. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. changes everything. A baby changes everything. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you, Amy, so very much. Applause, 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 applause right now for the way that they make us sound. We have one more video for you all tonight, our closing song. And we would not be able to have any of this happen without talented singers, people that want to share their love of music and their voice. So I'll remind you again that all are welcome. We practice when we're able to gather as a group on Monday nights in Smithfield. You can reach us on our Facebook page at Johnston County Chorus and send us a message for more information when we're able to do that either virtually or face-to-face. You can also reach us through our contact information at johnstoncountychorus.com. Thank you to the Clayton Center for having us and for making this possible and knowing that music is important, whether it is small gatherings or in large numbers. Thank you, Ethan and Paul and Stephen and Mark and Christian and Justin, who have made it happen here tonight with our live stream. Thank you to Mike Brock Studios for putting together the videos for us and making our single voices come together as one. We are your Johnston County Chorus, and we are going to close with the song of Christmas. And be sure to watch those closing credits, because we also want to say thank you to all of the businesses that also made it happen for us tonight. Every season, every year, we are grateful to those that donate and make it possible for us. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.